Made in China, bitch.
(7:59 a.m.)
Hey bitch, I'm just soaking in my lavender Epsom salts bath. There's just so much drama. I don't know how I'm gonna film today's video.
20 minutes later.
Drama Poodle, do you have drama for Daddy about John Kuckian and Kuckian Cosmetics? Tell me the drama! Oh my goodness, Drama Poodle, I had no idea about that. Thank you for telling Daddy the drama. Bitch, Drama Poodle was just telling me all the drama and all the tea about John Kuckian, as well as about Kuckian Cosmetics possibly being shut down by the UK government. We have all of the tea, all of the screenshots and receipts here for you today. But if you are new here, welcome. My name is Steven Mango, and I am a drama channel that talks about beauty drama and the beauty community. So if you want to stay up to date on all things YouTube drama, please make sure to go down below, click on that subscribe button, as well as the bell icon right next to it, so you stay notified whenever I release a new video. So without further ado, let's get right on into today's video. By Drama Poodle. Bitch, it has been now over a year since I first sat down in this spot and made my very first video for Mango Tea, coincidentally about John Kuckian, and we are back still here on the bed discussing drama about John Kuckian. Now, I honestly didn't think that I would have a whole series now about John Kuckian, or you know, there still would be drama to discuss with him. He hasn't posted on his channel in a little while now. Maybe he's been run off of YouTube. We will discuss that later on in this video. But there is more drama surrounding him regarding giveaways, surrounding so many different things. And John has continued his behavior that has obviously kept him under fire by many different people in the YouTube community. I, again, want to be a drama channel that doesn't just report on other drama channels, but I feel like John is a special exception to that rule just because he is continuing to rip off people. He's continuing to use his platform on YouTube for bad. And I think it's my responsibility to continue to point out and highlight his behavior and what is going on with John. And we are going to go right on into it today. We are going to be talking about many different things, starting with the giveaway that just recently was happening, which was a fake giveaway. And we're going to take you all the way through on the journey today, where we are going to be discussing whether or not Kuckian Cosmetics is going to be shut down by the UK government. We have the paperwork for that. We have all of that tea coming up for you today. But first, let's talk about this giveaway. Kuckian said on Instagram that he was going to be hosting a Valentine's Day giveaway with over $184 of makeup and products, obviously from Kuckian Cosmetics. We're going to be taking a look at that post and what he actually said in response to this giveaway, because there was never a secondary post announcing the winner. Now, there's a lot of different giveaway ripoffs and scams and things. A lot of the times people do this on Instagram because they want to get followers. They want your friends, rather, to be tagged in posts so they can continue to grow their following, get other people to subscribe or, you know, join their, you know, page, if you will. And that's what they do with these giveaways, is hoping that they can grow their audience, and then hopefully no one's going to really remember, or, you know, maybe there was a winner, but it wasn't me, and then no one ever gets picked for these giveaways. Now, I've hosted giveaways here on my channel. I've always announced the winners. They've always posted when they've won a item, a t-shirt, or I do giveaways also on my YouNow, which is a live streaming app where I go live and I talk about beauty drama live, where you guys can interact back and forth with me. The link's down below if you guys want to subscribe to me there as well. So when I go live, you guys can, you know, spill the tea with me, if you will. And I give away like makeup products and palettes and all sorts of fun things. But this was, in my opinion, a way for John just to amass more followers without actually having to give away his makeup. So let's look at the Instagram post and see what he actually had to say about the Instagram giveaway that he was hosting.
V-Day giveaway. For 24 hours only, Kuckian is giving away our entire lipstick and pigment collection to one lucky winner. That's over $184 of makeup shipped anywhere in the world. See our collection at Kuckian.co. To enter, repost this photo, caption Kuckian giveaway, and tag 3 friends in the caption. Follow us, like, and comment done below when finished. In the comments, someone asked, "At Kuckian, is the contest still open?" He replies, "Now closed, my love, announcing the winner on our next post." However, when you go to his page, there was actually never another post since that one announcing the giveaway.
So, as you can see, if you go onto his Instagram, there's never been another post, and a winner was never picked for this giveaway. So John, again, is going to be coming up with more excuses. Maybe he'll announce a winner way after the fact, but as you guys can see, it's just more of the same type of behavior. He may not be taking people's money and running, but he's still engaging in borderline fraudulent type behavior, if you would go so far to say that. Now, I was searching some different gossip forums, if you will, like Guru Gossiper and stuff, just to see if they had any screenshots or information or things I may have missed since I've been kind of gone from YouTube here and there. I've been posting a bit on my Scientology channel, but I've been a little bit more absent from this channel. But they found John's LinkedIn profile. So we're going to actually look at this because it's actually very interesting, the different things and how he talks himself up in a lot of different ways. But we have to go through a couple different points here because it's kind of comical and hilarious what John is saying on his LinkedIn page. Firstly, he is discussing his charity, but he admits within the post on his LinkedIn page that it's not a registered charity. So let's take a look.
Developing a foundation. I have an informal foundation within one of my companies. It is not a registered charity and provides no tax benefits, but I use this fund to launch projects in developing countries to help further children's education. I've been working with the school in India for the last year and have sent staff to visit during this time period to establish how we can provide long-term solutions to hardships by analyzing anthropological information we obtain on the community.
It's almost like John has like these delusions of grandeur in a way, like he's Angelina Jolie going and flying in on a private jet to go like rescue and adopt babies from, these, underdeveloped countries and giving them a new life, or working with these schools and these different things. I would really love to see some type of receipt, John, if you're watching this video, because we know you watch a lot of drama videos about you. I'd really love to see some type of proof, maybe from those individuals, that you're actually doing some type of help, and you may not be actually pocketing money, because I don't know anyone who's ever donated to you in terms of like a charity, but it would be very interesting just to see like what kind of work you're doing with the charity. Because don't you think, like I've said in the past, that John, if he was doing all these wonderful charitable things, wouldn't he be going and, making YouTube videos or, waving the flag, showing that he's doing charitable work? And I know there's a lot of people who do charitable things. I give money a lot of the time to individuals, even on like the side of the freeway, people who I think, need help or something to eat, whatever. Like I do that all the time, every single week. I don't put a camera in those people's faces. And I get people do have a private thing, but I don't claim I have a charity, even if it's non-registered, 501c3, which would be considered in the United States, having an actual legal charity. I know I don't have that, but I'm not asking for donations, or I'm not claiming I have some type of charitable organization, right? So that's what just makes it completely different in John's circumstance, because he's trying to claim that he has some type of charitable group that's helping people, which is obviously not the case. The next interesting point he makes on his LinkedIn page is that he deals in scandal management. He's actually posting that on a professional website where people are maybe recruiting new employees, or he's trying to, post his own resume. And he's also claiming in this post, which we're going to look at, that he's actually working with billion-dollar companies to help them with their reputation and scandal management. So let's take a look.
With my role as an investigative journalist on YouTube, something I have done more for fun than anything else, I have spent over 2 years learning about scandals, how the public reacts to them, and steps brands take that are either effective or counterproductive in repairing their public image. Given my experience in the field, I naturally received requests from companies and began consulting multiple $1 billion turnover cosmetic brands and influencers on their next steps forward when they found themselves in a less than ideal situation. My specialty is in predicting the behavior of the public to specific responses more than complex strategy. This ability has been utilized by both brands and influencers for the last 2 years, and I am always open to consulting new clients should I feel I can effectively provide advice catered to their specific situation.
John, this is not a good thing to be proud of, being involved in so many scandals. But B, if you were really good at scandal management, which would probably be better off saying public relations and something besides scandal management, because it all sounds really shady. I wouldn't hire someone who says they have experience in scandal management. It's oh, maybe something crazy is going on with that person. But in terms of your scandal management, I just feel wouldn't you then be able to repair your own reputation? If you were so good at scandal management, then wouldn't you not be involved in so many scandals? A. B, wouldn't you be able to cover up the scandals and maybe make such a big comeback where you're now in so much good graces with the public? Your Kuckian cosmetics are in great graces and in the hands of millions of people. They're in Sephora, Morphe, all over the world. Don't you want to have a good reputation and use your scandal management experience in order to do so? So that, again, is something very weird to me. Then, this is also going to lead us into what's going on with Kuckian Cosmetics in the UK. He talks about Kuckian Cosmetics, how his formulas are custom made and everything. So let's read about what he says about Kuckian Cosmetics.
I formulate my own cosmetics and have these formulas mass-produced in certified factories. The cosmetics brand I own is currently trading internationally, and we are expanding into many new territories in 2019. Every aspect of the brand is custom, including the formula, componentry, packaging, all artwork, and marketing material. Our formulas are unique and some of the best on the market. We produce a premium product which outperforms all our competitors whilst remaining competitively priced, a big achievement for a startup. This brand has been built with a focus on building a powerful machine which needs fuel. We have focused on working with respected factories and premium formulas rather than maximizing short-term profits with low cost and less prestigious, and it goes on from there.
Bitch, going on Alibaba.com and placing an order for wholesale made in China bitch makeup and putting Kuckian Cosmetics on it is not custom packaging. It's not, well, maybe it's custom packaging because, you're putting the made in China bitch makeup into the custom box. Maybe I'll give you credit for that actually, but the formulas are unique. When you're going through some Alibaba made in China bitch company that sells these type of private label makeup, and you go and you look and you say, oh yes, I'm gonna pick out makeup lipstick 00152 and I'm gonna call that shade Lavender Lilac Lily. That doesn't mean that you are a makeup connoisseur, that you're formulating your own products. You say you have these custom labs and all this sort of stuff. It's really, when you're caught over and over again by not just me but by other YouTubers as well who exposed you, you are trying to still claim and you're lying on your professional resume here on LinkedIn. Is it really a resume? Is it a website? I don't know, but I feel nowadays people use LinkedIn to recruit talent and people. If I was getting this resume, honestly, if I didn't see the scandal management part, because I wouldn't, I would rip that up if I was a human resources manager. But if I was looking at it and I see, oh, this person owns their own cosmetics lab and they were the CEO and they were also an investigative journalist, he talks about himself as if he's so much more than just some kid in the UK who has been engaged in one sort of scam or fraud after the next, and deceiving his audience and being so mean and evil in so many different ways that I don't know how he has 366 1,000 subscribers. He may have some good editing on his videos or being able to like talk about the tea. Like there's some like little things about John that I think if he really worked hard like 2-3 years ago or however long ago, and he just tried to focus on himself and his videos, like he might have been able to be one of the biggest drama channels, but he really slipped up so many different times. And I think that's why it really hurt my feelings when drama channels, or a drama channel, if you will, you know, try to compare me to John. It's like I'm nothing like John in any way. And we've talked about this. Again, this isn't about me, but you know, it was so offensive because it's like I, you know, have a very normal life. I'm not scamming and ripping off people. You know what I mean? Like I don't have made in China bitch cosmetics, taking money, hosting parties, and then taking the money and canceling the party, like doing all these different things. Like I have my husband, my 2 dogs, like I have a nice home in LA. I make videos exposing Scientology primarily, but I come on here and talk about beauty drama. I was a hairdresser. I had my own company doing some other public relations stuff years ago. Like my life is very normal, quiet. I don't engage in really, like, I don't go out, like, partying or anything like that. I don't know. I'm not saying that John does, but I just feel like, you know, saying I'm anything like him was just a stretch by these channels that were trying to, you know, discredit me so they could continue to level up and get subscribers and try to throw down the, you know, new guy on the block who started to grow on YouTube really quick. Anyways, had to get that out there because it, you know, was bothersome. Anyways, okay, let's get right back into John drama. So let's talk about how Kuckian Cosmetics is going to be basically shut down in the UK. So firstly, so you guys understand, this is something I had to actually research because in Los Angeles, I don't know much about, you know, having a business in the UK or any of that sort of stuff. So I had to kind of like look into this a little bit more. So I'm going to kind of explain it to you guys so you also understand. First, we have to understand what Companies House is, because that's not in the United States. I wasn't really sure what it is. This is what it is.
Companies House. We incorporate and dissolve limited companies. We register company information and make it available to the public. Our responsibilities. Our main responsibilities are to incorporate and dissolve limited companies, examine and store company information, and make information available to the public.
So basically, again, from my understanding, it appears that Companies House is the authority in the UK, if you will, for registering a company. If you want to actually close down your company, they make information public on companies in the UK. They're the ones that you are going to be paying and filing your annual dues and all of that sort of stuff. So Kuckian actually has 2 companies that are registered through Companies House. There is Kuckian Ltd, which appears to be for his video production, which would be for his YouTube channel, just like how I have a channel here in California called Lilybo Productions Inc. Lilybo was Jeff's dogs, and kind of Jeff and I's dogs, years ago, who've since passed away. I wanted to honor them, if you will, because they were kind of like my first dogs in my video production company as well. So I kind of have something similar called Lilybo Productions. He has Kuckian Ltd, which is for his video production. Again, when you get paid through YouTube, you get paid through Google AdSense, and you could set up payroll just like a regular business and pay yourself and pay your expenses, whatever. So on paper, you are actually like an employee or the CEO of your own company, and that helps you if you want to like apply for a house or a car, like any of that sort of stuff. You actually have like a verifiable source of income, because YouTube doesn't pay you as a employee. They pay you as if you're just some almost kind of like an independent contractor, if you will, I guess. So I understand why he established Kuckian Ltd. That's all well and good. That company is actually still considered active, and their filing is due later on in the year, I believe in September. So Kuckian Ltd. is still active, registered, and going.
For Kuckian Ltd., the nature of the business is registered as video production activities and artistic creation. As for the confirmation statement, the next statement due date is September 23rd, 2019, and due by October 7th, 2019. This was initially incorporated on December 9th, 2013, and is listed as active.
However, with Kuckian Cosmetics, his other company, That's where the trouble's starting to loom. Now, for his Made in China Bitch Cosmetics, this isn't the first time that there was trouble with the filing, but a second time that Kuckian Cosmetics is now being under fire with Companies House to be completely struck off the register. Now, if I, for example, dissolved an LLC or an S Corp or any other type of various business filing, it is completely different, as I'm seeing, than it is in the UK. It's a lot more strict. If you have like business assets, for example, it's like seized by the Crown, and there's like all these different rules with businesses. This is actually kind of interesting because I didn't know that the way businesses were handled in the UK are different than it would be in the US. I kind of assumed it was all kind of similar, but again, with different trade agreements and different things, businesses are handled differently in every single country. It's like kind of duh, like, of course. But with John, the first time he had issues with Kuckian Cosmetics, he was able to basically grant himself, from my understanding, almost like an extension to be able to file this type of return.
On May 15th, 2018, the Registrar of Companies gives notice that, unless cause is shown to the contrary, at the expiration of 2 months from the above date, the name of Kuckian Cosmetics Ltd. will be struck off the register and the company will be dissolved. Upon dissolution, all property and rights vested in or held in trust for the company are deemed to be bona vacantia and accordingly will belong to the Crown. Then there was a striking off action discontinued. Cause has been shown why the above company should not be struck off the register, and accordingly the registrar is taking no further action under Section 1000 of the Companies Act 2006 pursuant to the notice dated May 12, 2018.
Now, this year, they tried to threaten to strike the company off the register and give him a warning that he would have to file his information by a certain date, which has now since been passed by a week or two. Now, John still has, well, I would not say that he really has much time, but if he did actually file this information, we may not know for like a month from when the filing was due if he actually did file the information. So there is a chance that he may have very last minute tried to file this information. I'm very interested about this because the very first time he was granted, like I said, the extension. This time it just came and went, the date of the filing, and nothing actually happened to our knowledge that John actually was making his business compliant. Now, if John doesn't produce the full accounts for the last year, then the government is going to shut down his business, Kuckian Cosmetics, and his assets are going to be seized by the Crown. He's also not going to be able to trade under his name for a full year. So, Dinner at 8, any of those lipsticks that he have is now owned by the Queen. So, I just really wonder why John, if he really is such a successful cosmetics company owner, I would really, would think that, you'd be compliant. Like, have you ever heard of, like, say, Fenty Beauty, for example, or hearing about Anastasia Beverly Hills not filing their tax returns? I mean, those are multi-million, if not billion-dollar makeup lines. I would assume, Anastasia Soray is going to file her taxes for her business. I mean, she's going to have so many different business financial people that are working on her business and payroll for the staff and marketing expenses and all of that. Of course, Anastasia is not going to just let that just slip under the rug. So it's interesting because John says Kuckian Cosmetics is very, very successful. And, if we want to believe that, I think it'd be interesting to, see the tax filing. It's also interesting because if he does file the information, if it becomes public, like on like the record or the register, if you will, then we're going to be able to actually see how much income Kuckian Cosmetics actually brought in. Now, John actually addressed all of this drama in 2 different tweets. So let's take a look about what John says about his company possibly being shut down.
Hey Queens, I miss you. I am relocating one of my UK companies outside the UK since my government is an absolute mess and we have no idea what's going to happen with Brexit and the single market with the European Union. For a short life update, I am happy, I am healthy, I have been thinking so much about so many things. I have been studying, I have been investing, I have been traveling, and I have been working. I miss you guys so much, but it was very important I took this time away, so thank you.
So I don't really know about Brexit, honestly, but from what I was reading, it doesn't really pertain to what is going on with Kuckian Cosmetics or John or his China Cosmetics. I think that John, again, is doing some sort of scheme, perhaps allegedly my conspiracy. I think that he may be trying to do something if he's trying to relocate his company to Russia. It's like, okay, John, if you have your company in Russia, you're going to have to speak Russian, you're going to have to relocate, all that sort of stuff. Just like when he came to the US. He can't relocate the company here because he's actually wanted and is due in court over a whole incident that happened. I don't know if I actually covered it. It was on YouTube that John tried to stay with someone. He was filming them without their permission. There was a whole sort of scandal about that. So I don't think John's relocating Kuckian Cosmetics to the United States unless he's going to go to court, and possibly who knows what would actually happen from there. I don't know the whole court case, so I can't speculate on that. Maybe Jeff could look into it, I don't know. But I just know that it is trouble for him to actually come to the United States, so he's probably avoiding that. I don't know where he's thinking about relocating his company to, but he must be in some sort of trouble to where he can't be in the UK with this company. I also saw there was a video by a YouTuber named L Loves Tea who made a video about the situation. I'll link it down below. And Kuckian actually was responding in the comment section on this video. One of the comments said, "My business makes 85% of its sales outside of the UK. With Brexit here, my company has been in the process of relocating for the last 6 months outside of the UK." Attacking him over and over again, blah, blah, blah. And he goes on. And again, he's saying that, you know, this YouTuber is spreading lies and rumors about him. His friend sent him the video. They wanted to help me sue her. So again, Kuckian's threatening to sue L Loves Tea. The amount of defamation in these type of videos is devastating, pure bullying. I'm so happy with all I'm achieving. This is almost sort of like Scientology in the way that Scientology doesn't go after and sue Leah Remini or Mike Rinder in that television show that Leah has, Scientology in the Aftermath. I don't want to bring Scientology into this channel too much because I have a whole separate channel about that. But, or even like with me talking and exposing Scientology. Scientology doesn't sue me because everything I say is truthful. They don't want the leader of the church being deposed because then that's going to expose all the truths about Scientology being a cult and a criminal enterprise. So, see any parallels there? Same thing. They're not going to sue Leah Remini but for defamation because what she's saying is truthful. People will testify, they'll produce documents. Same thing with me. I'd be willing to do all the same about my whole entire Scientology experience. I am happy to go under oath and testify against the leader of the church. Same thing with John Kuckian. He could sue me from my video. He could sue other people, but there is so much receipts and so much proof about John that it's hard to try to claim that you're being defamed and that you're losing business and views and money and all this sort of stuff by other people like slandering you, but the slander is like public record in the UK. So how can you claim that that person's slandering you when it's you not filing your business in the appropriate manner? So that makes absolutely no sense to me. I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about this John drama in the comment section down below. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to click on that subscribe button. I know I mentioned it earlier in this video, but I'm really looking to work on my channel full time, and I want to be able to build and grow my platform here. And I love all you guys who already have subscribed and stay tuned and watch all my videos and message me on Instagram and on social media and talk to me. It really does mean a lot for all your support. I just really want to hit 100,000 subscribers this year. I'm trying to set a goal for myself to hit a big milestone just because Obviously, I had a bad year last year with having my surgery and depression and stuff, so I really would like to have something good happen for me in my YouTube channel, so that's something I am looking to accomplish. So it takes 2 seconds to click that subscribe button, and you can turn on your bell notifications. If you don't, you don't, but it will keep you up to date and posted whenever I release a new video. You could watch me on my other channel, Mangotology. It's linked down below if you want to stay up to date on Scientology drama and cult-related religious stuff. If you have any interest in that, link down below. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you and appreciate all your support. I will post another update soon about me and what's been going on. I'm trying just to keep it about YouTube drama and not talk about my own personal stuff, but I'd love to chat with you guys more. Maybe I'll go live soon. I don't know. I'll figure it all out, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, rather, and I will see you on tomorrow's video. Or the next day. I don't know if I'm going to be posting tomorrow, but anyways, depends on if there's drama. Bye, guys.